Welcome to the Lodge. You've accessed
the Lodgecast experience.
Warning, warning, dangerous spoilers ahead. Enjoy.
Good evening, everyone. It's time for a late night Lodgecast Hawt Take.
Hot take.
It is way past midnight. It is 1 a.m. in Burbank. I'm your Lodge Master. With me as always is, what the fuck are we doing? Brother Bishke.
Hello.
And Brother Lucas in the back.
It's the boner hour.
We are in the Red Dragon, charged up. The car at least is. I don't know about us. We went to the late show.
Tuesday night, Wild West crowd.
Discount night.
night.
The latest show available of Ford versus Ferrari.
Ford v Ferrari.
In the Dolby Theater.
Yeah,
had to see a Dolby.
Whew. I mean, it's another 2.5 hour long movie.
Plus.
It's just,
I got to admit, I looked at my watch when my body gave out, and it definitely, there's a moment it gives out. It was exactly 90 minutes into the movie.
Oh, you gave out there.
And I had to do the math, and I was like, wait, 40?
Yeah.
50?
Yeah.
No, it's another hour.
Well, and then you got Matt Damon comparing life to a car where he's like, the car will start to fall apart at 7,000 RPM. So you were right there with him. You're like, my brakes are gone.
But what's funny is at that 90-minute juncture, I looked above to my left and to my right because, like the cinema sleeper cell that we were all sitting separately.
We all sat for some reason.
Well, because this movie's kind of popular. I mean, at least in the Dolby.
But there's no reason that we weren't sitting together.
Well, we avoided seeing this.
Okay.
Yes, this is an amazing story. This story is amazing.
Can you allow me to take this for a second? Because I was trying my damnedest to get these two yo-yo heads to see this movie.
And Screen X, by the way, which is a rare treat I have not yet
That'll
experienced.
be on the horizon. Screen X is where
nobody knows what it is. Nobody knows.
Well, we'll
it's not 40X, folks. It's not.
We'll leave
4DX.
you in suspense with what Screen X is.
Are we watching it naked? Is it like triple X?
Let's
like
stay on topic here. It's late.
Sorry.
So we had a premium guest lined up, a debut guest who's been just chomping at the bit. We need to have him on. He was ready. Everybody was ready. And then you guys start defaming this picture.
I waffled it. I was
also waffling it
as fucking boomer bait bullshit. I believe.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, let me just say I'm kind of glad that it wasn't his first picture here because I don't think there was enough to chew on for his first picture on the
I agree.
I
second that. But here's the thing. We saw this trailer a lot this year.
We did.
In the last six months, we saw a lot.
Like every beat I was waiting for because of the trailer. Because I was like, I know this is going to happen.
And from the trailer, for all intents and purposes, it's like, oh, wow, two white rich dudes.
It's
like
the
one's
whitest
American,
film ever
one's
made.
Italian,
super
whatever.
White, yeah, super white.
But they're both
prestige.
rich, right? They're both like Donald Trump-esque. And it's like, we're going to go faster than them.
But then a funny thing happened. You guys effectively shut this whole operation down. I'm like, why am I the one that wants to go see Ford v Ferrari? I'm going to have to go by myself? What the fuck? And then you guys fucking catch the fever for it out of nowhere.
Lucas caught the fever.
Well, no,
and
here's what's
spread it to
crazy.
me.
So I work with people who don't love movies all day long, and I come into work one day and they're talking about, oh my god, this movie's so great, blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh whatever. But then I get like people in my inner circle that I respect and trust, like family. And they're like, dude, it's solid. You got to see it. Like it's like.
So
the best.
I'm not enough. I'm not enough for you. I'm telling you. I told you guys we had to see this.
But you told us you had to see Marwan, and I would never in my right mind.
This is Oscar bait. This is Oscar bait, and if we're going to talk with some semblance of authority when we do our Oscar episode, we will have needed to have sat down.
Unfortunately, we will have needed to.
I suppose it's inevitable, but you're right. I apologize. Here's the thing.
To get the technical awards
I think when you
right.
reached out via text that one night, it was the end of the week.
Sure.
I was having a bad night at work.
Sure.
And it was like a Monday night screening pitch, and I was like, oh, I just need a break. It was like asking like someone to do homework I don't know. Like, it was just hard in that moment. But then
we've been riding you hard.
But then when I saw the family that night, I remember thinking like, like I wish they would have asked me in person, and maybe I would have said yes, and we could have gone Screen X. But here we are.
Such a snowflake.
Having
romanced into seeing a crowd pleaser.
The other problem is the almost universal acclaim it's getting critically and by audiences.
That's true.
Which lured me in.
Clobbered Charlie's Angels, which I don't think we're gonna see.
No.
Listen. This movie, I'm not going to say it isn't, quote-unquote, fucking boomer bait bullshit, because it is.
Your dad will love it. All dads will love it. It's
yes,
a dad
all
bod
dads.
movie 101.
This movie and The Irishman are catnip for dads around this Thanksgiving season. There's no escaping it. There were so many fatherly boners being popped in that theater tonight.
Oh, it just made me long and yearn for my own father. Like, it made me want to be a father.
Settle down, Lucas. Listen, there was a lot of clapping. People were pumped. This is
Tuesday night. This is a Tuesday night crowd.
This is Tuesday night.
Not Friday, but Tuesday.
This is a Tuesday night crowd looking for a good time, looking for a late night good time, and they found it. Now, Bishki, are you going to be a grump about this?
I'm a total grump about this. This is well. At first, I thought it was directed by Taylor Hackford because for some reason I thought he did Walk the Line.
Yeah,
but it's James Mangold.
You claim
and then I was like,
all your protests had to do with the director.
Logan, but Scott Frank's the one who wrote Logan and made Logan a good movie. James Mangold, he did Walk the Line and he did 3:10 to Yuma and these snoozers of convention.
Snoozers.
And
I thought you were a Christian Bale freak.
I am a Christian Bale freak, but
you get so much Bale in this.
Well, just regular.
Basic Bale?
Basic Bale. Like, there's not an unpredictable moment in this entire.
It's a role custom fitted for him. So yeah, there are no big surprises.
He does well. Matt Damon does fine. The supporting cast, that kid.
The kid's good, right?
He's boring, man.
Oh, man. All right,
Lucas,
Lucas.
What do you think, Lucas?
Lucas, what were you doing? Were you awake?
I was awake.
I didn't know where you were.
I know. I was looking for you guys, and I was worried people were going to get worried that I was looking around for you. But I kind of second what Bitchy's saying. Like, Mangold, to me, is a solid studio hack journeyman. Like, he's very serious. Like, he takes his work very seriously. I thought Walk the Line, solid 3-bone movie. Like, all his movies are, 2.5, 3, maybe the Tom Cruise like action one I never saw is like 2. I don't know, but I mean, basically what's funny is it reminds me of that Jake Kasdan Walk Hard parody with John C. Reilly, which kind of spoofs Walk the Line, because like in this movie, I mean, the first 10, 15 minutes, like, I'm kind of cringing how, like, over-the-top, borderline parody, like, everything is.
You guys are crazy.
But then when it gets to, like, the first racing scene, I'm like, oh, this is why I came tonight. Like, this is why I'm in the Dolby Atmos.
The movie begins with a racing scene.
Yeah, but it's kind of cheesy, and it's, like, trying hard, and, yeah, like, it is Oscar bait, and I'm such a contrarian. It was, like, someone, it was like, yeah, your dad making you sit down and, like, listen to his fishing war story, whatever.
Fishing war. The Great Fish War of 1945.
But, I mean, the irony is, like, I'm a big sucker for audition scenes, and I think every movie should have at least one, and if you're lucky, it has one. But this movie, it had like one too many, where it's like, we don't need the pit boss.
That's true.
Like, laconic, poor man's Peter Coyote, who's like, sometimes they just don't get out of the car.
I wanted him to be John Travolta.
And it had nothing even approaching a salad dragon. Like, not even.
No.
Not even.
The wrinkles have been smoothed out too.
I mean, the
professionally.
closest it comes to a salad dragon is when he takes Tracy Letts, who's like Henry Ford II on that test drive, and they hold this like wide shot of him reacting where he's kind of blubbering, and it's funny.
It's amazing.
But the movie's too long. Like, look,
it's too long.
Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you have balls as a filmmaker, right? Like, if I was to make this movie at 2.5 hours, you know what I would do?
What? Is this a live rewrite?
This is a live rewrite.
Whoa! Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
First, like 90 seconds is like the opening credits. Then the next like 5 minutes is like introducing Matt Damon and Christian Bale, and then the next 2 hours and 24 minutes and 30 seconds or whatever is Lamont. Like you're literally, I'm just gonna make,
You're just in it.
I'm gonna just make you fucking suffer with these drivers in real time. So by the time you get out of the theater, you're deaf. Like you can't even hear.
It's like Christopher Nolan's
it's all
Ford
abstract.
versus Ferrari.
Yeah, it's like Dunkirk. People are talking, but it doesn't matter what they're saying because like you don't hear anything, and like you just drown the audience in that shit.
Lucas, again, you're batting 1,000 for me. Your live rewrites, they're always great. I would love that movie.
Anything to throw a curveball into this one would have given me just a smirk.
Bishki,
I'm a grump on this. This is a biopic.
You needed to be sitting right next to me so I could smile in your direction.
But I will say they kind of botched the back half or the third act for me because
it's a weird third act.
It's a weird third act for two reasons. One, I don't really understand why they lost the race. I guess it's rigged or something, but I wish someone would have like just slowed it down a little bit so I could just appreciate
here's the thing.
what
Christian
happened.
Bale's way ahead, and there's a cock-block middle management douchebag who
Josh Lucas.
I would imagine he was invented for this movie to give it some sort of conflict. He has a grudge against Bale, and he always wants him to lose. So he's like, he's so far ahead, let him slow down, and then all of our Ford cars can cross the finish line together. It'll be a great photo op, but it'll be a tie. And so then when they all cross the line together, he pulled rank and made it so Christian Bale was second place, and that wasn't part of the deal. So he finally got to screw him over. It's just a dick measuring contest, like ego dudes. That's all it was. And then you see Christian Bale walking away with Matt Damon talking about how to make the car even better, and that shows that a true racer wins on the inside.
And Ferrari was like, hats off, bro.
Ferrari was like, hats off to him, but his eye line was weird, so it didn't really connect. But they both saluted each other. And that's when they kill Bale on us.
Yeah, that was a curve. That was my second part. Yeah, that was the curveball where I was like, I'm tired. Like, we got to go home.
Bishki didn't know that was coming.
I did not know that was coming. And then they kind of play with you like he might be alive.
Yeah, what? Oh,
that's weird.
That was nasty.
So that was a little curve that I enjoyed.
And I love how like Matt Damon's like buddy's like, it's been 6 months. Get over it.
Get over it, dude.
We just spent like 2 hours with them, like 2.5 hours. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I think
toxic masculinity hashtag.
I think Christian Bale, is he a supporting character in this? Like,
they're going to both compete for Best Actor.
You think they're both going for Best Actor?
I feel they're both going to get submitted. And by the way, I'd like to point out that this was the last movie that got greenlit and made by 20th Century Fox before the Walt Disney Company absorbed them. And they will never make a movie like this ever again. You know what I mean? Like, this, I feel, is like a Last of the Mohicans type of mid-budget adult drama or whatever you want to call it.
Last of the dad movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I have this feeling like, I mean, unless it's set in space next time,
it's just all gonna be X-Men going forward.
You guys didn't think the racing scenes were exciting?
No.
Here's the thing: they are, but it was never more exciting when he's in Daytona trying to qualify for Le Mans. So when that ended, I was like, okay, can we go home now? I look at my watch and I go, oh no, we've got like another fucking 40 minutes or like 30 minutes, and it's like I'm already fatigued. Do you want to have one hamburger for dinner, or do you want to have 100 hamburgers?
When I heard Daytona plus Le Mans, I was like, oh my god, we got a lot of movie left. And I'm fine. The racing sequence are technically just high quality you can get.
And you got Christian Bale up in your face going, giddy up, yeah.
H-A-P-Y or whatever. But he
there needed to be a lot more of that. I just felt like
they didn't use too much CG. There was a fair amount, but not too much.
I thought the racing scenes were great.
And I felt they used too much score in the racing scenes, and I kind of wish it was just
score was underwhelming.
They're going to please sound. The racing scenes are going to please all dads.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah.
To completion.
Gearheads.
And then at the
Speed freaks.
At the end, Matt Damon shows all of our dads that, hey, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry sometimes.
As long as you peel out afterwards.
As long as you put your sunglasses on over those tears and then go drive like an asshole.
As long as you suppress the emotion and don't cry in front of your wife because it's pussy.
Yeah, Matt Damon driving like an asshole in this was not endearing. I don't know.
Dude, I know family members that would despise this movie. That like just like would not dig it at all.
Just on driving principle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just on dudes I encounter on the freeway principle.
Well, you guys are real cranky about it, but let's go to the race car bones.
I can feel it in my bones.
Lucas, just lay them out on the table.
Yeah, I feel this could have easily been a 3.5 boner if it was 90 minutes or like 145, 150, 2 on the straightaway. But it's really a 2-bone movie because, yeah, I can't see everyone loving this, but it is so well crafted and well made, and some of those racing scenes definitely gives you that feeling. So I got to go 2.5.
2.5. I accept that.
It might even, you know what? It might even be a 3-bone because I do have a father I could recommend it to. You know, my dad would appreciate it because yes, he is a boomer. But like, it's just so long and there's not much of a story.
You gotta rate for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with 2.5 for right now because
That's
it's too long.
Brother Bishke, lay your grumpus on my rumpus.
I'm gonna be a little grumpier. I should have gone with my gut. I kind of knew. I was like, just with the trailer, I was just, this smells like just pure convention. And I was not incorrect. I am not a gearhead. I don't care too much about my automobile outside of getting me from point A to point B.
Wait, you don't wrench on your car, bro?
No, wouldn't know the first thing. So that probably, docked it because I'm just not into the subject matter and the inside baseball of it. Yeah, the performances are fine. Technically, it's going to be nominated for every goddamn thing.
Sure. It's going to be one of 15 Best Picture nominees.
It's going to be one. It's going to be a Best Picture nominee. I don't think it's going to win anything. It's definitely It's
just going to be a nod from Ferrari
It's
kind of
like
First
Man last year, where you're just like, I know this is getting nominated for everything,
right?
But like a movie like this winning, that ship has sailed. Like there's different things that have to win instead that are more important. But
important than going vroom vroom.
Anyway, Vroom Vroom gets 2 bones.
2 bones. I thought you were going lower than that.
Yeah, no, my gut is tired.
You needed a Bavarian Legend and a nice cold drink from MacGuffin's, and you would have been fine. And if it was earlier, it's now way past 1. All right, so 2.5, 2. This is a 3-bone movie, you idiots! Like, come on.
No, I said I was on the fence. I mean, it's just fucking long. It's like so long in the bong.
But it's
to my Tommy Chong, Ray Dong.
Listen, it moves along efficiently for how ungodly long it is. And if you just sit back and realize you're going to a chain restaurant here, you're going to a Chili's. It's a high-rated Chili's on Yelp. They keep your drinks flowing. They keep the chips and salsa coming. And you're just taking care of it. It's a professionally mounted, slick-ass, whiter-than-white movie.
Super white.
It's gonna play.
Can't be stressed how white it is.
Like Mad Men in a hospital
in Middle
white.
America.
But the cars go vroom, and I don't give a shit really about cars, and I for damn sure don't give a shit about racing. And I was hooked. I'm like, this is exciting. This is pod racing. So 3 bones. It was a good time. It's long as hell. Take your family, and you'll have a great time. Your dad will be happy. He'll go home pleased. It's a good time at the movies, and it will be nominated for everything. It's going to sweep the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
You know what? I also want to point out that Christian Bale, I think it was exactly 12 months ago, was playing Dick Cheney.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The
At
man
like
is
3
insane.
at 3 times the weight, and I don't think I've ever seen him skinnier here in this movie, like since The Machinist
The man is insane.
or The Fighter. Like it's fucking nuts.
If he lives
I mean, his
And-
poor heart,
and
His
he
poor,
gets to
poor
do
heart.
another, 15, 20 years of movies, look out. He's going to get extra wily in his old age. He's going to try some of these weight gain and loss stunts.
No,
and sometimes
I heard
wrong.
recently he said he's officially done with the weight, like at his age. Like he's retired.
It's like his character with racing in this. He can't stay away.
Yeah.
What? I'm not believing that for a second. He's got some like
There's gonna be a doc on just his weight loss.
exactly.
And gain. Yeah.
He's probably got a wife or girlfriend that's vaguely scared of him with good reason.
Oh, for sure.
And she's like, "Please, Christian, please, Christian, don't do it again. Don't do it again. You promised." And he'll be like, "Nah."
Shut up! Microwave me another pint of ice cream. God bloody damn it! Oh, good for you.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, and how was it? I hope it was good because it's fucking useless now.
You know, Shane, you're a nice guy, but that just doesn't fucking cut it.
What don't you fucking understand?
No,
It's fucking distracting.
No. You see,
What is he doing there? What is he doing walking around in the back of my
the
shot?
fucking shot's ruined.
What is he doing?
God.
Mick G, you got something to say to this prick?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. No, I don't know. I didn't see
Well,
it.
somebody should be fucking watching. That's the third time he's walking around the fucking background. Fucking ass.
Fucking ass.
God bless us, everyone.
God bless Bale for that greatest performance.
Oh, seriously.
I mean, there's nothing more to say.
Yeah.
Love and light.
Love and light.